Hey folks, Mad Dog and Merrill here. We went to the official tailgating headquarters and you're in for a treat today. We picked out some beautiful ribs on a stick at the meat case. And I'm gonna show you a great way to do ribs on a stick. Easy to do. They actually tumble them nice and tender, so they're kind of foolproof because Merrill's gonna show how to do that in a minute. But I've got a 1-burner gas grill, so I took my ribs on a stick. We lightly glistened them with an oil because the number one thing we preach is that like 85–90% of the meat products need a light glistening of oil just so they brown up beautifully, hold their natural juices, natural flavors, the unnatural flavors of the tumbled honey barbecue. And we took these and we seared them up really nice on the grill. I've got a drip pan here with a nice large jar of sauerkraut. I'm gonna put those slightly seared racks of ribs right over the top, the ribs on a stick. And I've got some great toppings for you.
Oh, you sure do. Look at those. I like those.
We're gonna do a little Wisconsin style here.
All right, sounds good.
We're gonna put some apples over the top of the sauerkraut. We're gonna put onions over the sauerkraut. I'm gonna put a little brown sugar. I'm gonna add just a tad bit of caraway seeds, optional.
Do you care?
Add a little caraway seeds over the top. Now here, you gotta have your team colors.
Yes.
So we have a little green and we've got a little gold. Some nice
Very
peppers over the
good.
top. Pour a little beer over the top of that. I'm gonna seal that up with aluminum foil. So now we've got the seared ribs, so we got the flavor of the grill. We've got all those wonderful toppings. We got our team colors on top for a winning game. Seal that up in aluminum foil over the top. Now I'm gonna place that back over the top of my little portable gas grill because we're tailgating here today.
Right.
And I'm gonna simmer that for about a half hour.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
30 minutes or so. Let it nice and bubble for whenever you're ready. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your guests at your tailgate. Come on in now. Come on in, folks. How much I'm gonna
Okay,
reveal.
I can't wait to see this.
I know, I can't do that. I haven't
All right,
peeked
here
yet.
we go.
Don't peek
Sir.
until about a half hour.
Is there something in there?
I hope so.
Oh, beautiful.
man,
You
we
did
it.
yourself
We did
proud.
it.
Did good.
Gorgeous honey barbecued ribs on a stick from the tailgating headquarters. But Merrill's doing his a different
Hey, I'll
way.
tell you, some barbecue honey ribs on a stick. These are so easy to do. Now, what I've done, I'm doing this on the charcoal grill today, all right?
Direct or indirect?
I'm doing this indirect method of cooking.
Indirect.
Now, indirect, when you're grilling indirect on a charcoal grill, I'm using 25 coals on each side.
Make sure they're good and gray.
Make sure that they're good and gray. Now, what I had done on this, and I'll talk a little bit on gas, I went ahead and seared these first.
I've got a little gas.
I know you do.
Right over here.
Yep, you got it. I went ahead and seared these 5 or 6 minutes on each side, then placed them right in the center here. I used a little bit of oil on these, okay? When you're gonna be searing these, I would use a little oil because it'll make them brown up really nice.
That's Italian dressing.
That's right. So you could use either olive oil, but I'm using Italian dressing.
Sounds
Thank you
good.
for telling me that. So I brown that 5 to 6
Now, is
minutes
that
on each side.
Wisconsin pork?
Sir, that is Wisconsin pork, and I'll tell you what,
From the Wisconsin Pork Association?
they would be proud of me because I took this off at 160 degrees. People have a tendency to overcook pork all the time.
The
They want-
old-fashioned Betty Crocker, Fannie Farmers, the old-fashioned ones say 185 degrees. All you do is have a dry cut of meat. Nice 160. People can even go down to about 150.
Yep, and you can do that on there. Indirect method of cooking. What I want to do is I'll put the cover on, I'll cook these for approximately an hour.
Okay.
All right, just brown them up. It'll take about an hour. Use a meat thermometer, always use a meat
So maybe
thermometer.
you can
very
sit
tender.
back and go to the Spirit Shop at Festival Foods
I
and
would
have your
like
favorite
that.
beverage.
I would definitely do that if you'd like. You know,
You
I
know,
never-
you know what else we did?
What?
Is we put in, it's hard to see back there, but we put a couple of beautiful portobello mushrooms on the grill. We sloshed a little Italian dressing on them, and I took some great old-fashioned Wisconsin cheese. We're actually doing a sun-dried tomato basil. It's
That'll
a
match
mozzarella.
perfectly.
Won't it though?
You match that, it's like matching wine. You
And-
match it perfectly,
And
the
just
cheese.
before Merrill's ribs are done, that's when we top the mozzarella cheese on there so he can put the cover down and we're gonna let those simmer a little bit. Now, an innovative thing that Festival Food does is you can actually go to the meat case and you can ask for these little pop-ups. And what they can do, if you don't have a meat thermometer with you, these go right inside the meat prior to cooking. And when the pork is done to perfection, it just pops right out of
Right.
there. It's
Life's
done.
good.
Innovative.
Life's good. I'm ready to eat. Are you ready to eat?
I am too.
I'm ready to eat. Let's start digging in.
All right, happy tailgating, folks.
Great stuff, but not a lot.